All right. Hello everybody, Natalia here, and I am bringing you a different sort of video today. I have really been enjoying the freeform type of Nanowrimo vlogs that I have been filming and uploading for you recently, but with Nanowrimo coming to an end, I wanted to start a different kind of vlog, like freeform series. And what I would really like to do for this is just sit down and chat with you about what I'm writing, what I'm working on, my projects, my fears, my concerns, etc. So I'll be uploading one of these every single week, and it will just be an update on my writing projects and progress. And I'll probably drink tea while I talk to you as well, so we can call it something cliche like tea time with Natalia. So today is November 28th, Monday, November 28th, and there are only 3 days left of NaNoWriMo. And I have been catching up slowly but surely. I wrote 1,700 words already this morning, so I'm sitting at 40,000 and a handful. I think I'm at like 40,015 words. So I have a little less than 10,000 left to go over the course of the next 3 days, so I definitely feel like I will be able to hit that. 75,000 isn't going to happen, I have realized, and what frustrates me is not that I'm not hitting the 75,000. What frustrates me most is that I don't feel like my story is inspiring me enough for me to hit 75,000. I was on a roll at the beginning of NaNoWriMo because I had so much to say and because I was so excited about the story, but as I have been writing it and discovering it a bit more, I have discovered that I'm not as interested in this plot as I thought I was going to be. And this has happened to me in the past with some other books, and I'm just struggling right now to decide whether or not I want to continue this one after NaNoWriMo. I'm definitely going to write at least 50,000 words of this novel. I think it deserves that, and I definitely want a NaNoWriMo win for 2016. And you know, NaNoWriMo has really developed a writing habit in me again. I'm writing every single day, and I hadn't been doing that for months and months and months leading up to November, so I'm very thankful for that. But I just don't know what I'm going to do about this story because I wake up every morning and I'm instantly stressed out and I'm instantly worried about, oh my God, what am I going to write today? And I'm trying to think of fun things to write and think of interesting things to write and somehow put the plot together, and it's just not working. And I have done this before in the past, where I've gotten halfway through a story and said, this is boring, I don't want to do it anymore, I don't know what to do with it. And often I will see it through, and sometimes it turns out really well, and sometimes it doesn't, and it's something that I don't end up sharing with anybody. But I don't know what to do about this one. I could certainly keep trying to write it, but the fact that I'm only a month in and I'm already dreading it and not knowing what to write, like, I honestly feel that after NaNoWriMo's over, if I want to continue working on this story, I'm going to have to start completely fresh, because everything that I wrote up to about 30,000 words, I have now, like, I now have a need to change. I have completely changed the setting. My characters were originally existing in a fairy castle. I have written about castles before, so it was a little bit boring to me. Highborn has castles in it. So when I was writing about a castle again, I didn't even feel like I was in in the Fae realm when I was writing this. I felt like I was just in the human realm with fairies, and that wasn't very interesting to me. So instead, I have changed the setting to something a lot more magical. Instead of living in a castle, the fairies now live in something called the Great Tree. It's a massive tree that has a spiral walkway on the inside, like on the inner core of the tree, and that branches off to all the different sectors, is what I call them. And that's where all of the fairies within the summer court reside, which is a lot more fun to write about. Where was I even going with that? Why was I even telling you about that? Because I changed the setting. So now I have to change the first 30,000 words of the novel because those were all located in the castle and not in the Great Tree. And recently I've been having ideas for a different book that I might want to write, and when that starts happening, it's dangerous for the book I'm currently working on, because those new ideas always seem better than the one you're working on. Granted, I am aware of the fact that no matter what book I'm writing, I will get to a point where it's extremely difficult to write and where I want to abandon it, because that's happened a lot in the past. But this is just one of those times where it's hard to decide whether to keep moving forward with something that you're not enjoying or to put that on pause and start something new. I don't want my writing to be a source of stress and anxiety for me. Like the fact that I'm waking up every morning worrying about it is very frustrating, and I'm glad that Nano's almost over because I can hit the 50,000 and then take a little bit of a break and really think about what I want to do. It's just like writing is such an emotional process, and Nanowrimo is extremely emotional because it takes so much work and it takes a lot out of us, I think. So when I get to the end of the month, it's like, all right, I now need to take a breath and reevaluate everything I've been doing. And I just don't know what to do. I'm really struggling with a decision right now. And that's part of the reason I wanted to upload this video, because there's so many of you that have been watching my videos, following my progress, sending me amazing motivational messages on Nanowrimo, and I want to hear from you about how you feel about your project. You know, I'm curious about whether you still feel inspired or whether you're already sick of the world and sick of the characters and want to do something else. And I want to know about how you decide what you should do. You know, how you decide whether to put a project on pause or continue moving forward with it. And I just want to hear your feedback. I need your help now to try to decide what to do, because I feel guilty about wanting to abandon isn't a good word. I feel guilty about wanting to put my fairy novel on pause because I am still very interested in the fairy realm, but the way I've been going about it is very, very wrong. So I know that I'm going to just have to start fresh with a plot that's much more developed. That's the other thing that has been a struggle for me, is that I had the major plot points planned out, but I didn't have the details that I needed to write fluidly. I'm definitely a plotter, as all of you know, as I've said in a lot of different videos, but I didn't plot thoroughly enough for this Nano, which is why I'm frustrated now, because I don't know where I'm going, and the plot points that I had planned out, I realized were very few and far between, and there was nothing to fill in all those spaces, all those big empty spaces. So I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to do. So I wanted to talk to you guys and just get this video out there, because this is a sort of therapy for me now, being able to talk about these things and get feedback from all of you writers out there and all of you readers out there as well. It's amazing to have this community that I can interact with and talk to. So all of you that are still working or that have abandoned your project or that have already won Nano, everybody out there that has been participating in this crazy event, please let me know what you think about this. Send me a message, comment down below, or if you want to, make a video. I love watching videos, and we can kind of have a conversation this way about what you're doing and what your opinions are on what I should do, because I'm really stuck. And like I said, I'm going to see this through to 50,000 words at least, but once I hit that 50K, not sure what I'm going to do after that. So this has been my tea time, story time. That is such a cliche name. Maybe I'll come up with something better. But this is the first episode. I'm sorry if it was a bit of a bummer, but this is how I'm feeling right now. This is what this series is going to be about, is me just sharing my thoughts and feelings with you and talking about my writing projects. So I hope that you will enjoy this series as much as I plan on enjoying it. I've really enjoyed just sitting here and talking to you and letting all my feelings out. So that is what I will be doing regularly now, once a week. I will definitely be uploading another Nanowrimo video when this all comes to an end to let you know my final thoughts on it. And we are only 3 days away from that, so I will catch all of you in my next video. Alright, bye!